This research project studied the effectiveness of technology use in 6th grade advanced math classes and was done by Lacey Gooch, a candidate in the Instructional Technology Specialist program at Kennesaw State University. The research questions I studied within this project were: how does the use of technology in the classroom impact student achievement on summative assessments? And does the use of technology in the classroom impact genders differently? The study was carried out among 5 6th grade advanced math classes. 3 of these classes regularly use technology throughout a given unit, while the other 2 classes use no technology during the same unit. I chose technology as my topic because this has become a major focus at my school and within our county. I'm also a technology advocate that enjoys using it in my daily life as well as in my classroom with my students. Because technology has become an emphasis in education, and I think it has many great things to offer, I wanted to see if it truly made an impact on student achievement. After the unit was taught, all students took the same summative assessment. Data was gathered and put into Excel to further analyze. Then bar graphs and tables were created, and t-tests were conducted using this data. Multiple technologies and tools were used during this research project. The 3 classes who regularly used technology used iPads, Chromebooks, and their own devices. iPads were specifically used to access apps like VoiceThread, ShowMe, and PicCollage. The Chromebooks were used for Google Docs and Google presentations if students chose to use these for a project where they were expected to demonstrate their knowledge of the concepts learned during this unit. And they were also used for websites that offered digital manipulatives as well as It's Learning, which is our school's learning management system. Students' own devices were used for basic research when they were asked to find out how certain concepts were related to real-world experiences and something of interest to them. And they were also used to create videos if that was their chosen method for their assigned project. Students in all 5 classes took the same summative assessment at the end of the unit. This assessment was made up of 4 multiple choice questions, 10 constructed response questions, and 2 extended response questions. All the tests were graded the same. If partial credit could be given, it was awarded in the same amount to each student for every question. Some of the literature I included within my research came from Education Week, Edutopia, and Jay Kulik. Specifically, the article from Education Week stated that much of the prior research performed on this same topic is considered to be invalid because the companies who are reporting the research are the same companies who are pushing for more technology usage in education. This is another reason I wanted to conduct my research study on this topic. I wanted to experience and see firsthand how technology could impact my students in particular. Furthermore, an article on Edutopia revealed 4 important ways to incorporate technology in the classroom in order for it to make a difference and have meaning. Those strategies were to promote engagement, group work, interaction and feedback, and to make connections with real-world experts. Lastly, Kulik performed a similar study with computer-based instruction, and his findings were some were positive, others were not. He specifically noted a positive impact on math, but not in science, which is significant to note because my study was also done in math. My methods for conducting this research included teaching the same content to all 5 classes. Specifically, students learned about factors, multiples, greatest common factor, least common multiple, divisibility rules, and decimal operations. Those who used technology used it as a means to collaborate, make connections to real-world experiences, and demonstrate their knowledge of the concepts learned. the classes who did not use technology still collaborated, but did so face-to-face, and had an open discussion about how these topics could relate to real life. The methods for data analysis included using Excel to create bar graphs, tables, and running t-tests. These bar graphs here show a breakdown of the grades and averages among the groups of students tested. Specifically, in Figure 1, it's noticeable that there are far more A's and fewer F's earned among students who use technology than those who did not. In Figure 2, you can see the averages of the classes that use technology and those that didn't. For technology, the average was 89.8, and no technology, the average was 85.3. The last figure, Figure 3, shows the averages of boys versus girls who use technology. And those averages were extremely close, where boys had an average of 90 and the girls had an average of 89.6. As shown in the previous bar graphs, the average for classes that use technology was 89.8, and without technology, the average was 85.3. The t-test conducted in Excel revealed that there was a significant difference in these averages, but the t-test ran for boys and girls who use technology showed that there was no significant difference in those averages. After conducting the t-test, it was safe to assume that for my research study, technology can make a positive impact on student achievement. However, it seems to affect genders equally, not influencing one more than the other. Some questions we may want to consider after this research study include: would this study yield the same outcomes if performed in a different content area? Does technology use alone impact student achievement, or is it specifically how it is implemented that makes the difference? Also, since I only teach advanced classes, it's important to consider how technology may impact other subgroups of students like ESOL and special ed students. Additionally, it is possible that there were higher performing students already in the classes that use technology, which could have been the reason for the difference in achievement, not the technology use itself. And lastly, all classes were taught by one teacher, that teacher being me. So it could be questioned whether or not these same results would occur if this study was performed by other teachers. Thank you for viewing my research study presentation.